Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Affordable health care. They want to Republicans be in step. Who's going to be the party of normalcy? Americans, especially in rural America, have a lot more in common than the media coverage ever conveys. They mostly agree on social issues, which lean more conservative. Average Americans are moderate. They believe in God, but they don't necessarily go to church all the time. They prefer local control over federal mandates. They're often pro-life, pro-gun rights, and pro-military, but they're not crazy about all of those things. They believe in two genders, and you know what? Fine, if it's going to make you happy, okay, transgendered. That's not what we have. They want lower taxes and affordable health care. They want a decent job. They want decent school for their kids. They want a little left over to have some fun. That's the average person. Bottom line from the report on Heartland Democrats is that the National Democratic Party is way too far outside the mainstream, pushing weird fringe stuff. And if they don't move things back towards the middle, Heartland Democrats will go elsewhere. But will the Republicans be in step? Who's going to be the party of normalcy? What's happening is, it's always bad to be in the middle unless everyone else is on the outer edges and the fringe of society. And our government officials have moved us to the fringe. And 80% of us are saying, no, I just want economic opportunity. I want equal rights for everybody. I want justice for all. Personal freedoms for all. Pro-life. The average person is pro-life. Yes, there are some that say, okay, except for rape and incest. Okay, that's not this. And it's certainly not religious people who are saying, you're a sinner because you... Pro-gun rights. We generally agree until we're pushed out into the fringes. Fair taxes. I don't mind paying taxes. I don't. It's our responsibility. I don't like the way they're used. I don't like the way they're misused. I don't like the way they're spent. In my case, I don't like Planned Parenthood. I don't like the debt. Affordable health care. Yes, we disagree on how to get there, but we can have a common sense argument. Safe communities, decent jobs, decent schools. That's where Americans are. Now, who is actually talking to those people outside of an ad or a campaign speech? Who actually means those things? Can't be in the middle, you're going to be run down. No, it's called moderation. Moderation works. It's the yin and the yang. This symbol, the yin and the yang. There's blue and there's red, there's black and there's white, but there's also a little bit of each in both. We need each other. We balance each other. Republicans could use a little liberal compassion and concern for justice. Democrats could use a little conservative restraint and respect for traditional values. We need to stop buying into this mentality that everyone on the other side is a monster, because they're not. Is the Democrat or Republican who sits next to you at work a monster? Probably not. You probably have a few things in common. We need to start finding those things, because we're pushed out into the fringes. The list in the middle is the ticket. It's the sweet spot for political success. And what we all want, a more unified and successful America.
Watch, new report reveals the one thing Washington keeps missing, and it's a game changer. Glenn Beck, January 18, 2018, 7:10 p.m. Democrats have lost touch with Heartland America, this according to an explicit new report titled, Hope from the Heartland, How Democrats Can Better Serve the Midwest by Bringing Rural, Working Class Wisdom to Washington. The report, compiled and written by U.S. Representative Cheri Bustos and Robin Johnson, makes clear that the best way for the Democratic Party to get back on top of their game is to win back rural and working class Americans. Democrats will not return to majorities in Washington or the states without earning stronger support from the rural, working-class voters who propelled Donald Trump to victory in 2016. Moreover, the party must listen to heartland voters and embrace the opportunity to elevate their very real concerns in Washington. Hope of the Heartland. Just in case you're in a studious mood, you can read the entire report below. Don't feel up to reading a 51-page study just now? We completely understand. That's why Glenn summed up the Heartland study on the show today. Watch a clip from the show above. Vote for normalcy in 2020. The bottom line from the report on Heartland and Democrats is that the National Democratic Party is way too far outside the mainstream, pushing weird fringe stuff. And if they don't move things back toward the middle, Heartland Democrats will go elsewhere, said Glenn. But will the Republicans be in step? Who's going to be the party of normalcy? Hang on, aren't the Republicans just as out of touch? Most Americans are more moderate than anyone would guess after listening to certain outspoken politicians. The average American is neither on the extreme left nor the far right. We have more in common with one another than the media coverage ever conveys, but today's government officials, Republicans and Democrats, seem to have lost touch with the attitudes and culture of Heartland America. We're pushed out into the fringes, said Glenn. But the list in the middle is the ticket. It's the sweet spot for political success and what we all want, a more unified and successful America. Watch the video clip above to get the whole story.
County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.